hello everyone, and hello everyone. Welcome back to the rest. Stop. In today's video, where is she? It just came off the, I just took it off the hook on accident. Where is she? Where does this go? And I'm blind, and I'm actually blind. I can't see a thing, and I'm blind. I guess that's what being blind is, not being able to see anything, right? I think that's agreed upon. Anyways, now that I can't see anything, in today's video, I'm just in my shed. I'm all dusty. I just filmed a 20-minute video and I thought it was terrible, so I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna rewind. That was me doing a reversed voice. Gonna redo it and increase the exposure just a little bit, right there. And just gonna give you a little tour of my shed, I guess. That's interesting. Anyways, I've got a few things in here. I'm in here for a reason. Let me sit down and tell you that reason. So, I am doing some prep work to get the heck out of the ghetto and sell my house and get out of the ghetto. You know how it goes. So that's the plan. And the prep work to get that to happen is I gotta get stuff out of the house, put it in the shed so that I have less clutter and I can make the house look nice, and then they can come take pictures, and then I can pull a U-Haul up when it sells and I can just empty the shed and basically we're good to go. So yeah, I've got all of this. All this stuff in the shed. I just brought out this, and before that I brought out the yellow totes, and everything else has already been in here, but I've got a couple more things. One more big tote that I have to get out of the house, and I've sort of caught like a second wind of, I'm hurting really bad, yeah, whatever, but I think I'm more, okay, that's not true. I'm not more motivated than I am in pain to get out of this house, but I hate living here. I hate it. So I'm trying my hardest to do what I can to prepare to leave. And that means getting stuff out. And you know what? I'll put up with a lot of pain to do that, so I'm in the shed. But I've got a bunch of stuff in here, and majority of it, like literally all of these white totes and this blue, that dark blue tote and the cardboard totes or boxes aren't mine. None of that stuff is mine right there. That stuff is mine. I've got my dad's table saw. I've got his limb cutter. I've got his ladder. I've got his old power washer that I think I can just throw away or put out to the curb, so I might do that to make more room. Because he's got an electric one now, and I also have an electric one. But I've got his aluminum or metal drill thing. I don't know what it is. It's definitely a type of drill. But I've got that. I've got a sewing machine. And then he gave me that electric lawnmower, so that's what I use to cut my grass. And I've got some rakes and some shovels, or a shovel and 2 rakes, and I've got an hatchet, an log splitter, and an solar setup. I'm doing a says an instead of a. Not always, but to make his joke, he says an in the wrong place. Anyways, I've got a leaf blower and a weed eater. And then just like some old cut yams. I don't want to touch those, actually. I changed my mind. I don't want to touch those. But yeah, we're in my shed. It's actually a pretty big shed. I can stand in here. Like you saw that I could stand in here, and I'm about 6 feet tall, and so I don't know, it's maybe 8.5 feet at its highest, and maybe 12 feet, 10 feet. I would say 10 feet in length and 8 feet in width. So yeah, I've got my solar set up, so I'm able to run some lights. I've got a singular LED light because a squirrel came in here and chewed through it, through my first one, so I have another one in here. But yeah, I've got my little batteries. I've got 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries. That battery came from my old E150 van, my Ford van. I thought it was dead, but actually the cables were basically like ripped, and so it was like not connecting well. Oops. So I bought a new battery and I put it in there. Like, I got a brand new battery. I've got some propane. I don't know if you can see that. I've got some ant spray and some chicken bones. There's a guy that used to live in this shed. Probably illegally, but anyways, that was before I moved in, so I don't care about that. But yeah, that's my shed. That's the inside of my shed. I've also got an intake, an air intake, an air box for a 2010 to probably 2018, I would assume, a Ford Taurus SHO. And I've got 2 2010 SHO mufflers. If anyone in the Athens, Georgia area needs a couple mufflers, you can have them for $100. I don't know how much they're worth. Hit me up with a price, and I'll sell them to you for $20 below that price. But you've got to come pick them up. Anyways, that's scary because then I have to give you my address, and then you know where I live. Anyways, I've got this, decoration. There's an old thing of bread, Nature's Own, and some paint thinner. And that's pretty much all I have in this shed. There's a 5-gallon bucket. This is a really fun video, huh? I'm always so self-conscious when I don't have like really grand video ideas. Sorry, my phone went to 20%. I'm always self-conscious when I don't have any crazy video ideas because, you know, normally there's like a theme. I guess being in the shed is today's theme. I've also got some pictures. Maybe I can show you some pictures. Oh my gosh, here's me. Here's my 2006 to 2007. Not a joke. That is what I used to look like in 2006. Unreal. Back before I had braces, obviously. Let me see if I can find some more in this book. Here's I'm gonna cover that one up. me and my mom. Isn't she pretty? My mom's really pretty. Let's see. Let's see what else I can find in here. I don't want to show you my siblings or anything like that. I think maybe that's too much. I don't know if there's anything else of me in here. Yeah, there's nothing. It was just that two pictures. And then the rest of them are my siblings and my parents. But yeah, that was me when was that? How long ago was 2006? 20 years ago. I was 9. Wow. I was actually probably, that was only like 19 years old. That was 10 probably. Let's see what's in this book. Let's see what's in this book. It says memories. My sister and my mom. Oh, this is a book that my sister gave my mom. So I won't be showing any of those out of respect to my sister. Let's see. Why was so heavy? Potpourri was in that Santa Claus thing, or not Santa Claus. Snowman. It's really dusty. I need to get up. So I'm gonna end this video here. I know it's a little strange, a little weird, maybe a little boring, but you guys like boring sometimes, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys, by the way, so much for the support on my last video. I'm always nervous of putting my family on camera, and people are mean and negative, but anyways, you guys were very, very kind, and there was none of that, and I'm very glad, and I really appreciate you guys for that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you